If you're trying to get better at Notion, then there are thousands of features that you could learn. The problem is most of them don't actually matter. In fact, if I was starting Notion again from scratch in 2026, then there are only 3 skills that I would actually make sure that I've learnt before 2027. These skills will make sure your workspace is easier to use and easier to organize. And the best part is, in this Notion tutorial, we won't jump back and forth between abstract features. Instead, we'll build a simple journaling system together, and along the way, you'll learn these 3 most useful skills in Notion. So subscribe for Notion tutorials, and let's dive in. So for the sake of this tutorial, we'll be making a journal page. I'll do / here to bring up the Notion commands list. Now there are a ton of different commands here in the Notion commands list. You do not have to learn all of them. That will be incredibly overwhelming. I barely used any embeds. There's only a few that I really use, as these here are different softwares that you can embed into Notion. But to be honest, even most of these here won't have to be priority number 1 to learn. But one thing that I really would prioritize is understanding databases. So I'll click here on Table View Database. This here will bring up a new database. And what I'll do is call this Journal. Now creating this here isn't actually skill number 1. What I'll do here is write journal entry. So journal entry here is a row. And what I can do is click here on New Page to create another journal entry. And as you can see, it says New Page. That is because rows in Notion are pages and columns in Notion are properties. So if I click here on Add Property, as you can see, I have a bunch of different types of columns. We don't just have to do a number column or a text column. We could do a date column, for example. So for this journal entry here, I could say when I wrote the journal entry. So let's say this one here is on the 16th, and this one here is on the 15th. So again, rows are pages. So if I click here and write journal entry, that is a row. And then these columns here are properties. And there's a bunch of different properties to use. So I'll make this journal entry here the 14th. So right now we have 2 columns. We have the name column, which is default, and you actually can't get rid of that. You can rename it. It doesn't have to be called name, but you do need this main column here. Then we've added the date column, aka the date property. And let's just add one more. Let's say it's a select property. And let's call this one here mood. So I'll just make this nice and simple. We'll have smiley face and frowny face. So this here will simply work as a drop down, and I can select the mood. So now that we've set up our very basic journal system, we're going to learn the first skill in Notion. So right now we're seeing this as a list, but what we can do is click here on the plus to add a new view. So we're not going to hover up here. This is the page title. We're going to hover here next to the database title, and I'll click on add a new view. And what I can do is actually view the same database in a bunch of different types of views. So I could view this as a board view, or a gallery view, or a feed view. Or what I could do is view this as a calendar. So here we have the table view, and now we also have a calendar view. And as you can see, we're seeing these 3 journal entries here. They are these ones here. So it's the same journal entries, and because they have these dates associated with them, they show up on those dates here. Now what I'm going to do is click here on Settings, and what we can do is change the settings for this specific tab. So we're not changing the settings on this tab right now. We're just changing the settings on this tab here. So what I'll do here is change the settings with property visibility to show the mood as well. So now I can see on this day here, I was happy. On this day here, sad. On this day here, happy. So we're seeing this same information here, just in different views. And there are a bunch of different views that you could work with here. If you want to see a full tutorial on views, I'll put a link in the description to my separate tutorial on that. All right, for this next skill here, let's make this journal entry even more useful. This name property here, let's rename it and let's call it main task. This here is going to be the main thing we were doing that day. So you could go as general as work, or you could literally say the specific task you were doing. So let's say here you were working on project A, here you were working on project B, and then on this day you were working on project A as well. What we're now going to do on this table view is click here on settings and utilize the next skill, and that is the group functionality. So I'll click here on group, and we'll group by the mood. So we've added that setting to just this tab. On the calendar tab here, nothing has changed. We were just changing the settings on this table tab here. So now every journal entry that I have that has been labeled with sad will show up under this toggle, and all the happy ones will show up under this toggle. And this will allow me to do some more digging. So now I can see, hey, every time that I was happy, I was working on project A. and maybe let's say you had another journal entry here that was also project B, well, maybe that tells me, okay, every time I'm working on this project B for the day, there seems to be a pattern of me being sad. By using the group functionality, we can look at our data more specifically, which allows us to pick up on patterns and make changes going forward. And that's why grouping is skill number 3. Okay, so in our journal entry here, we have the calendar view and we have the table view that is grouping it by the mood. But where are we actually doing the journaling? Well, like I mentioned at the start, these rows here are pages. So project B here isn't just an entry, it's actually a page. And we can open this up to do our journaling in here. So you do some journaling on this page. Writing like this is all right, but what I found really helpful is giving myself questions instead. So in Headquarters, which is my premium Notion template, when you click on the plus button and then select the weekly review template, this actually loads in some questions for you to answer, and it will even load in every single task that you've completed this week. So if I just add some tasks here, task 1, 2, and 3, as you can see, those tasks are showing up here. Now, I won't go through this in this video as it's quite complex, but if you want to watch my full tour for Headquarters, I'll put a link in the description, as I haven't seen a journaling system like this anywhere else. Plus, it has an incredibly advanced task management system, project management system. It handles your life buckets, your resources, your notes, time tracking, and so much more. All of that is included when you get Headquarters. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that out. But even if you don't have something like this, where you can see all of your tasks for the week, having questions like this ready to go is incredibly useful. So let's just use this question here as an example. Well, instead of writing this out every single day, what you could do is use the next Notion skill, which is Notion database templates. So this here is our database. And on these databases here, you can see this here, where it says new, and you have this down arrow. If you click on the down arrow here, you can see templates for journal. This allows you to create a database template. Now, Notion templates are like Headquarters, which I mentioned, where you download an entire Notion template, which can be massive and have a bunch of different databases where everything connects and speaks to each other. But a database template, also known as a page template, is just for one specific database. So I'll click here on New Template, and as you can see, it says you're editing a template in Journal. So in this journal database here, we are creating this template here. So I'll call this journal entry. And here I can write now the questions that I want to answer every single day. What were my biggest distractions today? What made me feel accomplished? Etc. So I could write a bunch of different questions here. And because this is a template, if I click away now, is literally bring up those questions in one click. So I'll click here on this 17th and do add an item. And here I'll click on journal entry. It now loads in whatever questions I put on this page. So now I have an easy journaling system in one click. Congratulations, you've now learned 3 new Notion skills. By the way, if you want to save yourself some time and not build a complete Notion productivity system from scratch, then you can download Headquarters, and that will include everything that you need to manage your work life and your personal life. It includes an advanced task management system, project management system. It handles your life buckets, your notes, your resources, your time tracking, and of course my journaling system as well, which allows you to review your week and your month. There's a link in the description to Headquarters, or you can click on this video here to see the full tour. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in this video.